Hey guys, welcome back to another JC Tennis video. A little bit of a different setup here for us tonight for the people who've been watching consistently, but sometimes that's what you got to do. So today wasn't not, if we're just going to recap our day today, was not our best day. Definitely did not have the best reads on the two men's quarterfinal matches today. Paul got annihilated. Tiafoe fought but was not able to cover that game spread. Got to learn from these underdog game spreads, missing after winning sets. I think a lot of times on those, the over is just the better play, and that's something we can definitely learn from. So we got two matches tomorrow. We're looking for a big bounce back day, and there's one match that I think is going to provide that opportunity, and that's the match I'm going to start with today. Djokovic, Zverev, the quarterfinal. It is an absolute blockbuster. So one guy, Sasha Zverev, he's made 3 semis and a final at this event the last 4 years. Unbelievable record at this event. He has lost one match at a Grand Slam this year, and it has been to Jannik Sinner, who on hard court especially, and on other courts, including this Roland Garros clay, is just playing like a god. He is playing like some of the best tennis we've ever seen in history. That's the only player that has been able to beat Zverev in best of 5 this year. And then on the other side of the net, the greatest player to ever live, the 24-time Grand Slam champion. And this guy, and it hit me the other day how underrated he is at the French Open in recent years. And let's loop in the Olympics with that, okay? Let's take every French Open Djokovic has played since 2020 plus the Paris Olympics in 2024. He's only lost 2 matches, and they've both been to Rafa Nadal. It's unbelievable. You could make an argument in the late stage of his career that he's at now, he's better on court Philippe Chatrier and better at Roland Garros than any other tournament, including Wimbledon. It's not the easiest argument to make, but I believe you can kind of make that argument if you really tried. In Djokovic's older age, in the last few years, he may be the best at the French Open. If he wins this tournament, which I'm giving him a better chance to win this tournament today than most people, I believe. I do believe there is a very, very, very realistic possibility that Djokovic wins Roland Garros this year, the way he's playing. He didn't play anyone too stiff in his first 4 matches, but man, did he look good. All of that aside, I think this is simple, and I'm going to tell you why. And this is my favorite play of this entire tournament. It's a pick'em, essentially, -110, -120. The books have this as a pick'em. It's my favorite play of the tournament. I like Novak Djokovic to win the match. And for the simple reason, Sasha Zverev, if he wins, will have played the greatest match of his career. It would be the greatest match of his career if he were to beat Djokovic in best of 5. He technically did it in Australia this year, but it was via retirement. I don't really think that counts. If Sasha Zverev were to beat Djokovic, it would be his greatest win of his career. So if you are backing Djokovic, the only chance you lose the bet is that the other guy plays the greatest match he's ever played in his entire life. And Sasha Zverev has a storied career, incredible career, Hall of Fame level resume already. And he hasn't even won a Grand Slam, but he's won everything else there is to win. ATP Finals, Olympic gold, you name it, he's won it outside of the slams. He'd have to play the greatest match of his career to beat Novak Djokovic. He could do it. I think he could. But to get Novak Djokovic in a pick'em, the greatest player to ever live, you got to take it, man. You got to take it. It's my favorite play. I just think you have to. The only person, he's as good on clay and he's good on Roland Garros on court Philippe Chatrier as he is anywhere else in the last few years. Only losses are to Rafa Nadal since 2020 at Roland Garros, including the Olympics last year. He beat Alcaraz. It has to be Djokovic tomorrow. It has to be. And that's all I'll say on that one. It's my favorite play of the tournament. And I'll add this too. Zverev, if he were to pull it off, man, it would be a scene. It would be a scene, and you could tell it meant a lot to him that he got through Djokovic in Australia, even though it ended the way it did via retirement. Imagine he actually wins it in a completed match. I don't think people realize how much that would mean to Zverev. And it would just be a full circle, I feel like, type of moment for him. It would be the best thing I think could happen at this point in his career outside of actually winning one of these Grand Slams, would be to beat Djokovic in a best-of-5 match, a completed best-of-5 match. Okay, on to Sinner Bublik. This one's tricky. We were right on Bublik last round. We had him +7, and he ended up winning the match fully. It's hard, man, with how good Sinner's playing, and I thought about this one, and I didn't like a lot of things Bublik said in his post-match interview after his win against Draper. He said if he lost that last game where he was serving for the match at the end of the fourth set, he said he thinks he would have imploded and completely lost the match. And he said he thought it was his one chance to win, and he was able to do it, but he said he thought he had no chance to win. And I think if you have that mindset against Sinner, you're going to get rolled. If you have that, and just in general, man, Bublik peaked out of his mind against Draper. He really did. Like, I've never seen anything quite like it. Like, it was really unbelievable to watch, and he still almost gave it away. I think Sinner, this is gutsy pick because it's a lot of games. It's 9 games. And obviously, I would just say Sinner in straights, but it's -260. I'm trying to give you something with a little bit more value that's a little gutsier. I think he's going to cover 9 games, man. I think best case I could see is Bublik continuing to kind of peak at the start. Maybe gets to 5-all. Maybe gets to a tiebreaker. He loses the tiebreaker. And then it's just implosion. I just can't see, because he'll implode eventually. If he doesn't, and he somehow is able to be competitive and winning a set or whatever, man, it would be unbelievable. I don't see it though. I mean, Sinner's just playing. You've seen it. You've watched his matches this tournament, this year, the last 2 years. It's ridiculous how he's playing. He just tore apart Rublev. He toyed with him. It was kind of like what Alcaraz did to Paul today. It's kind of clear how good these two guys are. And then I think there's the third guy, Novak Djokovic, the greatest player to ever live, that is going to try to have something to say about that. I think that's the storyline, and that's what we're going to see. I think it's the two great players of this generation in their primes playing incredible, and then you have the GOAT trying to see if he can do anything to disrupt that, and we're going to see it because I think Djokovic is going to get through Zverev, and I think Sinner is going to end this Bublik story. It's a great story, but I think Sinner is going to bring this thing back to reality and kind of thrash him. -9, I don't think many people are going to be on this one. I haven't really seen many people, but I think it's a pretty sharp pick, personally. I've had a great tournament, but I didn't have a great day today, but I think my strong tournament gives me the ability to say I think this is a sharp pick. But that's really all I have for this one. 2 matches tomorrow. It's going to be awesome. Djokovic, Zverev, it's one you circle on your calendar in a major when these two guys face off against each other. So it's going to be a fun day. And yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow night or maybe the next night because there's no the semis aren't till Friday, so it might be a later video. Maybe it won't be though. But we'll see. But I'll see you guys soon for the next video.